Hi, how are you doing? Hope you are taking care during this COVID-19 pandemic period. In this video, we are going to do an example of half-range cosine series. If you have not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button down below before we get started. This example is June, July 2018 Diploma in Electrical Engineering. And we are told to sketch the even extension of the function. Function of t is pi t minus t squared between 0 and pi, or the interval negative pi to 2 pi, and determine its half-range Fourier series. That is, we are given a function f of t, and we are being told f of t is equal to pi t minus t squared between 0 and pi. We are only given half of the range, the other half is not given. From negative pi to 0, that range is not given, and that's why we are calling it a half-range series. We are told we sketch from negative pi to 2 pi. So we are only given between 0 to pi, half of the range, but we are told to sketch from negative pi to 2 pi. We are also told it should be a half-range cosine series. So I think we are given enough information to attempt that question. This question is 11 marks. 11 marks. Not bad. So what we are going to do, we are first of all going to sketch. You need to create a table. Here we need t, and here function of t. You can take a few points, take 0, pi over 2. Remember you are told to sketch. So, and then you take pi, when we should see here say function of t is equal to pi t minus t squared. When t is equal to 0, put 0 here, put 0 here. Everything will be 0. When t is pi over 2, it is pi times pi over 2 minus pi over 2 squared. Minus pi over 2 squared. This is pi squared over 2 minus pi squared over 4. I want the denominator to be equal, so I multiply this by 2, I multiply this by 2. This will give me 2 pi squared over 4. 2 pi squared over 4. That is just a way of being able to subtract two terms with different denominators. You can also use LCM if you are used to LCM. But me, I'm used to this one. So I'll say 2 pi squared over 4 minus pi squared over 4. This is pi squared over 4. So here we have pi squared over 4. In the next step, where you have pi, t, put pi. It will be pi times pi minus pi squared. This is pi squared minus pi squared, which will give us 0. So we now sketch. Can this pen is more bold, so I have 0 here, pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, and then 2 pi. This is negative pi over 2, and then this is negative pi. Because we have been told to sketch from negative pi to 2 pi. We have been given only between 0 and pi. So we are using this information on this table. When t is equal to 0, the function is equal to 0. When I need the vertical axis, I only need pi squared over 4. Pi squared over 4. When t is pi over 2, the function is pi squared over 4. So it's this here. Let me use left color. It's green and here. Pi squared over 4. When time is pi, function is 0. We are back down. So it will be quadratic equation, smooth curve. Goes to power 2 is a quadratic equation. I sketch smooth curve. This is only information we know as per summary of our function, analytical description. But we have been told we determine the average Fourier cosine series. That means you have to make the series or the function even, symmetrical about the y-axis. How do you make symmetric about the y-axis? By making it look like this. By making it like this. This is symmetric about the y-axis now. This is the first half of the range from negative pi to 0, which we have assumed, so that we can make it even. This is the next half of the range from 0 to pi. It means from negative pi to pi, we have completed a whole cycle of 2 pi radians. From pi to 2 pi, we will be beginning our next cycle. Remember, we say for periodic function, you just have one period being repeated over and over again. Like an AC current, just one cycle repeated over and over again. So we are going to repeat the second cycle. We repeat the cycle for the second time. It's starting like this, and we have ended. So we are going to start again. We are going to start again, like that. That is our function from negative pi to 2 pi. Today there is a problem with power. I like to keep on going off and on and off, affecting my video, right? So now we have done the sketching. We continue with the next part of the question, which is determine the average cosine series. We know for an even function is one that gives us cosine series, and in that case it will be a naught. To be function of t, it will be equal to a half a naught plus sum from n is equal to 1 to infinity bn, not bn but an cosine t, an cosine t. Let us get a naught. A naught is equal to 2 over pi for an even function, integral from 0 to pi, function of t with respect to t. A naught is equal to 2 over pi. I've not integrated, so let me integrate and apply the limit. Integral from 0 to pi, function is pi t minus t squared with respect to t, integrate with respect to t. This will be 2 over pi, 2 over pi, straight line for applying the limit. If you integrate this t, it will be t squared over 2 which will give us pi t squared over 2. Minus, if we integrate this t squared to be t cubed over 3. Apply limit from 0 to pi. We apply the upper limit. Wherever you have t, put pi. Wherever you have t, put pi. So this is 2 over pi. Okay, now use the curly brace. Here you put pi to be pi squared over 2. Pi squared over 2 times pi, it is pi cubed all over 2. Minus, here put pi, it is pi cubed over 3. Close that. Now it is 2 over pi. I want to do subtraction. Here, I want them to have the same denominator. LCM is 6. So I multiply this by 3. By 3 to give 6. But I have to multiply 3 again here. So it will be 3 pi squared over 6. Minus, I want 6. So I multiply by 2 here and 2 here. If I multiply by 2 on the denominator, I have to do the same on the numerator. It is 2 pi cubed. The pi's are cubed over 6, which gives us 2 over pi times 3 pi squared over 6 minus 2 pi squared over 6. This is pi, not squared but cubed. Pi cubed over 6 by pi 1. By pi, the power reduces to 2, which will give us by 2, 1, by 2, 3. This gives us pi squared over 3. That's the value of A0. A0 is equal to pi squared over 3. Now we can get the n. Let us remove this because we don't have space. So now we need to get A0. Then now An is equal to 2 over pi, integral from 0 to pi, function of t, cos n t, and integrate with respect to t. Our function of t is pi t minus t squared. This is 2 over pi, integral from 0 to pi, pi t minus t squared cos n t with respect to t. So this one you have to integrate by parts. Make this one as your u, this one as your dv. So we are saying here, we have this one, integrate by parts. This one, the formula for integrating by part is integral of u dv is equal to uv minus integral of v du. That is, we are trying to integrate u dv. We should get uv minus integral v du. What is our u? Is equal to pi t minus t squared. We know we need du in our formula here, so let us get that. Differentiate both sides with respect to t. Derivative of u with respect to t is equal to, if you differentiate here you have t, t will disappear, you get pi. Here if you differentiate you get negative 2t. Cross multiply, you get du is equal to pi minus 2t dt. When I'm teaching a lot of students get confused here. They wonder, if we are doing integration, why are you then telling us to do differentiation? But this is only a small step where you are trying to differentiate to get du. And here, dv is equal to cos n t. If you integrate both sides to get v, I hope you can notice, to get du from u, we differentiate. But now we want to get v from dv, so we are going to integrate. dv is equal to integral of, here there is a dt, this dt, integral of cos n t dt. So integrate v, you get v is equal to, integral of dv is v, here you integrate to get 1 over n sin nt. 1 over n sin nt. So you need u, you have it here. You need v, you have it here. You need du, you have it here. Now, substitute them in our formula. This is 2 over pi, open a bracket. In our formula, we anticipate we're going to have this part and this part. So therefore, you open brackets. Open bracket. We are saying we want to integrate u dv. That is, we are integrating u dv. We should get uv, u which is pi t minus t squared, v which is 1 over n sin t, or just sin t, all of it over n. We are integrating, and we had limit from 0 to pi, minus, right now we are here, this is negative, integral of 0 to pi, we are trying to integrate what? V du. V is 1 over n sin nt du, which is the bracket pi minus 2t dt. Pi minus 2t dt. Here let us do this. Let this one start here. This one, bring it over there. This one, take it back. This one over n, get it outside. Most constant, you always get them outside. It is negative 1 over n, pi minus 2t sin 90 dt. I was only rearranging to make my next step of integration simpler. Because I'm always starting with u, this one, I was trying to have it start. If you change the order when you are multiplying, there is no problem. Multiplication is commutative. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 2 is 6. There is no problem if you change the order when you are multiplying. Can now close this bracket. Now, because you are gaining more experience in Fourier series, we can drop this one to make our work easier. Sin n pi is 0, sin 0 is 0. Substitute this limit here, sin n pi is 0. Substitute lower limit, sin 0 is 0. Drop this 0. You only have to worry about this one. Here, we know we need a naught. Let us, you might forget this. A naught is equal to pi squared over and remove the rest. And now equal to 2 over pi, open bracket, negative 1 over n, integrate. Oh, before you do that, call this one your u. Call this one your v. We are making new choices of u and here you have to integrate by part. Integrating by parts. Integrating by parts. We have to make, if it was always sin nt alone, we could have integrated directly. But now it is accompanied by pi minus 2t. So there is this part of the integral and this part of the integral. When they are being multiplied, you have to apply integration by parts in our case here, because we have already learned why we should apply it by parts. We always leave, okay, we have u is equal to pi minus 2t. We know we always leave du, differentiate both sides. Derivative of u with respect to t, differentiate pi is 0, because it's a constant. Differentiate 2t negative 2t to be negative 2. So du is equal to negative 2 dt. I hope I've not gone outside the range of camera. Here, dv is equal to sin nt dt. Sin nt dt. So integrate to get v, sin nt, integrate with respect to t. If you integrate, this one will be v is equal to negative 1 over n cos nt. Actually, when you integrate, when you are solving this, there are so many steps you can skip. For example, you can skip this step. I only try to include the steps so that you can try. I can make you can understand. I usually skip this step. You can also skip this step. You can just multiply directly. Again, you can use shortcut method. I have already made videos on how to apply using shortcut method, and I have done one full year series example using the shortcut method. But I said I'm not 100% sure if NEC penalized in case you use the shortcut. I usually prefer to use the actual method, because even in the textbooks they use the actual method. Should I get conclusive information that using shortcut method is not penalized, I'll do a video and I'll explain. I usually advise my students, Fourier series usually takes a lot of time. Start with the simpler topics. Do Fourier series as your question 4. If you do not have enough time, apply the shortcut method, because you can compromise. I save time even if I'm going to lose a few marks. But if you have enough time, you can use the actual method of integrating by part. If the actual method of integrating by part little confuse you, you can use the actual method. You can use the shortcut method. I've made a video on the shortcut. Here we now try to bring everything together. I have this 2 over pi, that bracket, this is already 0. So we go here negative 1 over n, I'm integrating u dv. I should get uv. What is u? So I open bracket, a new bracket, because I anticipate 2 parts, uv and the other part. U is pi minus 2t. Not pi minus 2t. Yeah, u is pi minus 2t. V negative cos nt over n. Need to apply the limit because you are done with integration. minus integral of what? Cos n t, I mean v, which is 1 negative 1 over n cos n t, that is v here, du. du is negative 2 dt times negative 2 dt. Negative and negative will multiply to give you positive. This negative and negative will multiply to give you positive. But you can factor out 1 over n and the 2 and they are being multiplied. So it will be 2 over n integral from 0 to pi cos n t dt. Cos n t dt. This is 2 over pi. I finally finish integrating. Let us not apply the limit. This one will need a little bit of care. So let us apply it in the final step. Minus 2t cos n t. We have over 2 here, I mean over n, this one. Limit from 0 to pi minus 2 over n. But when integrating sine, cosine, you get 1 over n sin nt. 1 over n will multiply with this 1 over n to give 1 over n squared sin nt, and you apply limit from 0 to pi and you close that bracket. We have already said many times before, you have put substitute upper limit sin n pi is 0, substitute lower limit sin 0 is 0, that one 0. So you only have this to worry about. This is 2 over pi. Let me start opening the bracket. Times negative 1 over n. I've opened this bracket. So here I have a negative. This negative, I can also factor it outside. Do I factor it? Yeah, I can. But for the time being, let us have it there. So I apply the upper limit. Here it is. You have pi already. This pi minus, where you have t, put pi, it is 2 pi. So what is pi minus 2 pi? Pi minus 2 pi is negative pi apply pi here, cos n pi, this 1 over n. I would rather, why not do this to be much better for us? This one, this n and the negative, let us factor them out. See, you have this n and you have a negative here. Let us factor it. It's like this. So you have negative pi minus 2 cos n t over n 0 to pi. Both this one is 0. Then we close that bracket. Let me factor negative 1 over n. So it is 2 over pi. There is already negative 1 over n here. This one. I factor out the negative 1 over n, negative 1 over n, and then I proceed. So I substitute upper limit. It is pi minus here, where you have t, put pi. Pi minus 2 pi, negative pi. Negative pi. Having problem with pi today, so negative pi cos n pi, upper limit, see where you have t, put 0, t0, and then you have the pi. Where you have t, put 0, cosine of 0 is 1 times the pi here. What is pi minus 0 multiplied with cosine of 0. Cosine of 0 is 1, pi minus 0 is pi. So it is pi times 1, pi times 1, which will give you pi. And because it's lower limit, you always subtract whenever you are dealing with the lower limit. Subtract, suppose this 0, you are substituting the lower limit. We can still factor out this pi here. So we have negative 1 over n times negative 1 over n. Positive 1 over n squared times 2 over pi. 2 over pi n squared. Also times, see this negative pi, factor it out, negative pi. So that inside the bracket will be left with cos n pi minus 1. After factoring this pi, some students factor out even this pi. This pi is inside the cosine function, you cannot factor it out. So, cancel. By pi 1. So it is negative 2, 2 times negative 1, negative 2 over n squared cos n pi minus 1. If I factor out the negative pi, it leaves me with a positive here. Because I factored out the negative pi here, it should leave me with a positive. So this is positive. So yeah, Bn but An is equal to what? Let us do it like this. For n is even. For n is even, cos n pi is equal to positive 1. For n is even. So, it is 1 plus 1, 2 times negative 2, negative 4. An is equal to negative 4 over n squared. For n is odd, cos n pi is equal to negative 1. So, for n is odd, cos n pi is negative 1. Negative 1 plus 1, 0. Times this is 0. An is equal to 0. For n is odd. Now we say our function of t is equal to a half a naught plus sum from n is equal to 1 to infinity. An cos n t, which is function of t, is equal to, you don't have to write this because we had written it. I'm only trying to remind you. Is a half, a naught is a half times pi squared over 3. Is pi squared over 6. Pi squared over 6 plus negative 4 is constant. You can get the negative 4 outside the bracket. But for n will be changing. You start with n equal to 2, n equal to 4, n equal to 6, and then n is equal to 10 and so on, because we are already dealing with even terms. That odd terms are equal to 0. We are not going to include them. Now, so this n is squared, so it is 1 over n squared, which is 1 over 2 squared cos 2t plus 1 less value of n is 4, 3 is already is equal to 0, 1 over 4 squared cos 4t plus 1 over 6 squared cos 6t plus 1 over 8 squared cos 8t. It's a series, it proceeds like that up to infinity. Up to infinity. Now, let us just take a few minutes to discuss the various components of the function. You see, the first part, pi squared over 6, is a constant value. Its effect on a Fourier series is to take the waveform upward or downward if it's negative. It's a constant value. Its effect is only to trace the waveform upward or downward. For example, let us assume our waveform was something of the sort. Maybe it's a DC, it's a pulsating DC current. The effect of that, or we have something of the sort, a pulsating DC current. If you have the constant term pi squared over 6, its effect will be traced that this is when you do not have pi squared over 6. But now if you have pi squared over 6, the effect of pi squared over 6, which is a constant term, is traced whatever waveform you have upward. If it's negative, if it was negative pi squared over 6, its effect will be to bring a waveform downward. If it's very negative, to be on the negative side. You can take this one off. Okay, the entire circuit or the entire series, you can think of a circuit with a positive DC component and a pulsating DC component or an AC signal. In this case, this part is changing, but the DC part is constant. What about this? In an earlier video, my previous video, I said this is fundamental harmonic, second harmonic, third harmonic, fourth harmonic, and so on. The more harmonic you have in your series, the more they approach the actual function you are trying to represent. For example, in this case, we had this f of t is equal to pi t minus t squared. We are trying to represent the function f of t is equal to pi t minus t squared using this trigonometric series. The more time we have in this series, the more they approach our actual function. But for purposes of saving time, we just write a few. If this series represents a signal, maybe in a signal analysis, the more terms you have in the series, the more the series approaches or is equivalent to the signal. For example, my microphone here has a circuitry that enables recording of my voice. So, the more term in the series, because it has the signal processing, my voice is being processed and being saved, the more term they are in that series, the more it approaches my voice or whatever is being recorded. In this question, you can also explain using the function we had. In this question, after plotting, we got something of the form. Here is 0, here is pi. The more terms you have, the more it approaches your actual curve. Let us suppose we only use this part, the constant term, and the fundamental harmonic, such that you only have the constant term, which is pi squared over 6 plus the fundamental harmonic. Open the bracket with 4, or just write it like this. Negative 4, open bracket, 2 squared plus, not plus, 2 squared, 1 over 2 squared, cos 2t. This is the constant term, this is the fundamental harmonic. If you only included the fundamental harmonic, it will not be the actual waveform you have there. Maybe it will be something like that. Here you have 0 part. It does not approach the actual waveform. Only include the first harmonic. The more harmonic you include in the series, the more it approaches what you wanted to get. But actually, the fundamental harmonic carries most of the information. If you only include the fundamental harmonic, you have something which is much closer. But if you only included other harmonics without the fundamental, your waveform will be totally distorted. So now, in the next video, we will be discussing a situation where we do not have a function periodic with 2 pi, but instead we have a function periodic with other periods like t.